We've only got one final Smash character to be revealed and added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Who could it be? Being the final character, I'm hopeful for someone really big and out there. I know I absolutely lost my shit when Sephiroth was revealed out of nowhere. So today I'm going to run through some potential awesome characters and share some thoughts on maybe why, or why not, they could be in Smash. If you saw the thumbnail, that mysterious silhouette is actually Big Chungus, the meme himself. He technically now is a video game character with him being added to the Looney Tunes mobile game. But as much as I'd love to see Big Chungus fight Sephiroth, it's not going to happen. Generally, a character is only going to be added to Smash if they have an existing franchise game on any Nintendo system. But that franchise game could be announced at the same time the character is revealed, like with some previous characters. Because of this, the final Smash character could technically be anyone. It's almost a crime that Waluigi isn't a playable character in Smash yet, but I think the final character slot should go to someone a bit more special, so I'm going to have to neglect him again. With the JRPG Shin Megami Tensei 5 just around the corner, I think there's a decent chance for the main character, the Nahobin, or a previous protagonist in the series. They'd be a good fit. There's a few characters I really wanted to see in Smash, but they were added as Mii costumes instead. Dante from Devil May Cry and Sans from Undertale in particular. To me, the Mii costume suggests that these characters won't be getting full releases, but it's not impossible. The Doomslayer from the Doom series would be another decent one. Doom Eternal had a good Switch port. I'd say the blood-soaked Doomslayer would be too mature for Smash, but we do already have the slutty witch, Bayonetta. In interviews with Sakurai, that's the game's director, he reveals that he gets a lot of requests for Goku from Dragon Ball. In my opinion, a solid potential character, but he does also get a lot of requests to put SpongeBob SquarePants in too, but apparently SpongeBob's games aren't sold in Japan, so sorry SpongeBob. A Monster Hunter fighter would be awesome. We've already got a Rathios boss fight and assist trophy, but rumours are Monster Hunter has not already joined the roster due to complications in negotiations. Take this with a grain of salt, but apparently Byleth was added instead and used some of the moves and animations from a work in progress Monster Hunter fighter. While we're in the realms of Capcom, I'd totally be cool with someone from Resident Evil 2. Maybe Chris, Jill, Leon, or hell even Wesker. All four of these already exist as spirits to the Spirit Board, obtainable in a limited time event. Realistic guns might sound a bit out of place, but Solid Snake managed to pull it off. And speaking of gunplay, Master Chief from Halo is a highly requested fighter in America. I love Halo 2 and 3, and as awesome as this would be, it's very unlikely we'll see a Halo game come to Nintendo. There's a thread of hope though. Nintendo have a good partnership with Microsoft, and Minecraft Steve and Banjo-Kazooie have already come to Smash. Crash Bandicoot is another highly requested character, originally a PlayStation exclusive. Now the franchise is shared with Nintendo systems. Maybe Aku Aku could be involved in Crash's final Smash. There's not been a Pokemon as a DLC character for a long time. As much as I'd love to see a Pokemon from my Gen 1 Dream Team, there's already a huge number of Gen 1 Pokemon. If we're going to get a new Pokemon, I'd place my bets on a new Gen 8 Pokemon. But here's some of the most requested Pokemon in general. Sir Farfetch'd, Zoroark, Gengar, Dedusui, Blaziken, and Zygarde. The original Dark Souls came to the Switch remastered. I dare to hope. Could we see someone from Dark Souls? Please, the main character, or Solaire, who already has his own amiibo, or Artorias, the badass fan favourite. Nier Automata received critical acclaim, and the character 2B got a lot of love. I really enjoyed the mix of Square Enix's storytelling and RPG elements, mixed with Platinum Games' hack and slash gameplay. There's been some data mining in Nier Replicant that suggests possible future Switch ports, so fingers crossed for some Nier ports announced alongside 2B. This one is just meant to be. I want to be greedy and have a third Final Fantasy character, maybe another from FF7 or FF6. Bonus points for Final Fantasy VI, which was originally exclusive to the Super Nintendo, and Terra would fit right in. Her final Smash could have her transforming into her Esper form, but we did already get Sephiroth in this current season pass, so Final Fantasy character is pretty low chance. Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series has been someone highly requested too, but rumours are that Nintendo tried to get Sora, but due to Disney complications they picked up Sephiroth instead. Shovel Knight revitalised my love for old school 2D platforming. I'd be happy with Shovel Knight. He's another that would fit right in alongside Mario with similar 2D roots. It's just been Zelda's 35th anniversary and we've got multiple new Zelda games just released or on the way. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a massive Nintendo game. Could Nintendo throw in a new Zelda character to help hype up Breath of the Wild 2? Skull Kid is massively requested, but it could also be Impa, the 4 Champions, or Gurahim with Skyward Sword HD just released. Maybe an entirely new character from Breath of the Wild 2. Just please not Tingle. From previous surveys we can see some of the most requested characters by region. I'll snip out the characters we've already got, and I'll mark the ones that have been added as full Mii costumes. They're less likely now. I mentioned earlier we've heard Sephiroth replaced Sora. Crash Bandicoot is looking like a strong contender for a potential spot in terms of player requests. There's also loads of supposed leaks about when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Characters, and most of them just end up being fake, to the point that leaks have become memes and jokes, but you never know. Some other quick potentials worth a mention: Rayman, Spyro the Dragon, another Sonic character, I prefer more classic Robotnik, Knuckles or Tails, Hollow Knight, Ryu, and Samus in their new form. At the end of the day, I'd want a Dark Souls character the most, as a big Souls fan. And if I couldn't get a Dark Souls character, I'd want Goku from Dragon Ball. But if I had to bet, I think the final character will most likely be Crash Bandicoot. Let me know who you want the final Smash character to be in the comments, and peace!